we ask this question now. Why do good girls and good guys always seem to be attracted to a bad girl? That was kind of what we was almost talking about. A bad girl or a bad guy. What is the theory and the logic of I'm so attracted to him even though I know he's wrong for me? Can I start with you, Miss Glam Jones? Because I went with him.
I would guess it's the thrill, the unknown. You know what's like you, but you don't know what's not like you.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. And then when they start to see that this life is really a scary roller coaster, they can't get off of it. Then they come to people like you for advice. What's the advice you're giving those people who love that drug dealer or that wild boyfriend that robs people for a living and pull licks?
I always say if you like it, do it. Just man up to what you're doing.
What if they come to you and be like, girl, I'm scared. I almost pissed my pants when the cops was knocking on the door the other day looking for him.
You signed up for it.
But girl, I didn't think it was going to be this bad.
Listen, you signed up for it. Either it's the same thing. You stick around or you go. Which one? You got a choice, and you're choosing to stick around with it. You can grab your kids and get the fuck out, but you choosing to stick there and rock out with it.
And that's the advice you give to them, because it doesn't sound like
it's not advice. It's real shit. I don't give advice. Yeah. I just reflect the truth of what you're doing. Like, and it's not my job to tell you what to do. You know what you need to do. You telling me right now you're not happy.
People always want to be told
what to do. I'm not telling you. I'm reflecting what's going on. See? And 1 + 1 is 2. You did the math, right?
Right.
You're choosing to stick around.
Right. I say this
so
because
they want you to choose so you can be blamed for it. Nope. I ain't telling you
make
that
your
nigga.
own decisions.
Nope.
so let me move on. Brother Mike, let me ask you for the men. If a guy has a woman and I know it could be obvious, but I just want your point of view. If they come to you for suggestion and listening ear, and they tell you I had this real good woman, but she's really wild and she's into the street partying life, and although I care about her, I'm outgrowing this feeling. What is my next move? What can I get any advice from you? Should I hang in there, stick it out? I'm just not feeling the support to stay in this way because she's not changing. How do you feel if they come to you with that type of narrative?
You want what I would do?
Yeah, if I'm coming to you, just pretend I'm that guy coming to you saying, I got this badass girl, Susie. Susu get money, but she chop it up too much on the phone, and she social life, internet thug, and she's in the street life. She goes to the clubs every Friday, every Saturday, at the bar Sunday night. I love her. She come home, she take care of everything, but she too much for me, bro. I'm outgrowing that. I'm getting older. I want a more complex woman.
I get you. That would say that's what she used to. If y'all sit down and have a conversation and say y'all gonna do this together, y'all gonna be in a relationship. I'm not gonna say she has to follow your lead, but she has to take what you say into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna say myself for example, if I meet a young lady and she likes the club life and whatever, and I tell her, all right, I ain't really with that. I was letting you not letting you do it. I was saying I was cool with it in the beginning stages.
Right.
Because you know, in the beginning stage, you're gonna go for certain things you're not really gonna go for.
And you're still learning them too.
Right. But then we out of the beginning stage, right? And it's like, I was trying to give you some time to let you get it out your system.
Right.
To where as though if we're gonna do this thing together, we're trying to accomplish some things. And we can't accomplish those things in somebody's bar, somebody's club, somebody's
too many distractions.
You know what I'm saying? Things, not too many good things get accomplished in bars and clubs. You know what I'm saying? Not on a relationship. Then you can set up some good things
right
in a bar or a club, but it's not going to be on a another scale.
So basically what Jay-Z was kind of say, the transition from the streets to the whatever your next move is, business life, business side, or it's a conversation that most people would have getting older and not wanting to do the same things that might have been okay in the beginning. Let
me piggyback on that, right? Mm-hmm. And most men, when I say men, I don't mean just a male with genitals. I mean your characteristics, your mindset. That's what makes you a man. You know what I'm saying? The other parts just make you a male.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And most men don't want other men having direct access to their woman.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, my woman, no, you can't go to the club. No, you can't. Now, if you and a couple of your girlfriends want to go out, have a dinner, have some drinks or whatever, all right, that's cool. I'm fine with that. But you're going to be back in this crib at a respectable time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm big on respect.
Right.
And there's nothing out there for, especially in I don't know if y'all still live in Philadelphia, right? In the city of Philadelphia, there's nothing out there for a woman but trouble.
Mm-hmm.
After hours.
Mm-hmm. Nobody.
You understand?
Agreed.
You understand?
Agreed.
It's nothing out there waiting for you but trouble. So I don't mind if you gotta go let off some steam with your girlfriends. I might be acting like a nut. You might need to go talk about me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You want to go let off some steam, talk to your girlfriends, whatever. But you have to be back in the crib at a respectable time.
And what time?
If you want to be in a rich.
And what time do you think is a respectable time?
I'm thinking like 9, 10.
What?
I mean,
I get off of work at 7.
Well, that's a contract you and your husband have to figure out. Or maybe you just you don't go to the restaurant on days you gotta work.
But okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's things you can figure out. It's both parties gotta bend a little bit. But I'm just saying, for me, I don't want the it girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want the girl that's running around knowing that, and we can't have conversations about who's doing what, such. You understand? Right. I don't want to have conversations about that.
Or the girl that gets too much attention. Like, there's nothing wrong with attention, but she's got the 70-inch booty and she's only getting that attention because of that. That can be.
I mean, that's cool.
That's
cool. I like a.
No, say how you feel. Don't edit. Don't edit.
Yeah, I mean, that's all right. How her dimensions are. That's cool. But it's more about characteristics and mentality.
That means a lot more. You're right about that. That means a lot more.
So if you want to, I mean, just meeting a person, you might not let them go out to the club, but you might not say how you really feel for a certain amount of time.
It. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might let it go on for a little, but then once you start maybe having some feelings, or y'all start having conversations about getting ahead in life, going to the business together.
She could get accustomed because you allowed her to do it in the beginning, and then you switched it up instead of expressing in the beginning. Like, listen, I really don't like women that like to go out every day. I know I met you in the club, but I really like to chill. That was a special night out for me. I don't go out like that. And then that means you're letting her know in the beginning, like, listen, I really don't fuck with girls that like to be out every day. And then you already told her, and she's still going out every day. Then that's something different. But from a woman's point of view, for me, you'd allow me to do it this whole time. And then 6 months later, you're like, yo, keep your ass in the house. Like, what? You told me and my girlfriends go out every Saturday?
Well, maybe not. You don't let it go on for 6 months.
I'm just saying. I just do a number on it.
I can see 6 weeks. Okay, cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, because now it's a normal. For 6 months, you can't change the program.
It's a routine.
Now. It's a routine. Now you're asking for an argument. I'm going to stop it right there because I wanted to move on to different topics and different opinions and address different things before we get stuck on that. I know we can go on and on and on for that for a minute because I go on and on and on with my woman for a minute about it. We'd be stuck on it. But anyway, let's move on to some different things, and I'm going to open up the floor for either one of you guys to bring in before I come into my real topics.
Let me throw this out there, because I have a conversation with my daughter on the way up there. When looking for a mate,
right?
We're not looking for a mate. Well, when you dating, whatever y'all get to talking, does body count matter?
No. I don't ask.
I mean, it does to a man. It does, because
absolutely
it matters to a man. It does. Absolutely. But I noticed it didn't matter to a woman in every
but why does
situation.
It matter?
Right.
Why do what happened before you happened?
Mental.
That's why it's none of your business.
That's why we shouldn't know. In my opinion, I just feel like this. If you really feel that way, you shouldn't want to know. Because if she tell me she got a 20 or 25 body count and I'm 26, I might get a theory in my head. This is a normal routine for her. This is something she do on a regular. You know what I mean?
I don't believe that. That's why I don't ask those questions. I feel like we grown. I know you fucking. I fucking. I don't care how many people you fuck. whatever you did before me is what you done before me, and that is what it is. Don't bring your past up here. You can have 1,000 bodies, but you meet me, and you only got one now.
But hold on, sis. Let me elaborate for a minute. What's the question you asking again about? Does the body count matter?
Does body count matter?
Does the body count matter? It matters to men, but I don't think it really matters to women. I know I'm repeating myself, but I want to ask Mike the purpose of the question.
The purpose of the question is because I was having a conversation with a young lady, and the conversation got a little heated because I was.
You asked how many?
No. I was trying. She's a friend of my daughter, and we was talking. And she was like, "Well," and I said something, and she was like, "Well, man, how you gonna say that? And you got 6 baby moms." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do have 6 baby moms, but I'm not at the same place mentally I was when I was out there just running around, hitting, making, doing what I was doing. I'm not in the same place, and I can see the error in my ways now. Don't get me wrong, none of my kids are a mistake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 11 kids are, I'm gonna fall on the sword for any one of them. You know what I'm saying? But at this age I am now, the mentality I have now, I shouldn't have did it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like
and that's why I feel like body count don't matter.
I mean, a lot of times from a woman's aspect, body count don't matter because they feel like men are gonna run around and have a bunch of chicks anyway. You know what I'm saying? But a man don't want a woman who had a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying?
Why do y'all think we want a man that want a bunch of people?
No, I'm just saying. I just feel like women are made to be more mature than men.
Facts.
You understand? And women can handle it better. Men get visual. You know what I'm saying?
Get visual.
Like if I'm out, if me and a young lady are out somewhere and somebody I used to deal with walks past and speaks to me, I don't think she's gonna be on no tip about it. You know what I'm saying? But in the same token, if a dude she was dealing with walk past and speak to her, I'm more so 50-50 with it. Because I'm also like, it depends on the interaction. Like when you walk past and you speak to her, just because you wanted her to see you, just because you wanted me to see you, so you can say, oh, I was hitting that, or you just walk.
You feel like that man did it. He see her with a man, and he still walked up because he trying to be smart.
Right, because.
But that's the same way women feel when the girl do it.
No, I mean, you might feel the same way, but I feel like you can handle it better, or you can master it better.
We can, but it don't make it right, though.
It doesn't make it right.
This is the double standards that we have problems with right now.
But it's always been a double standard since the beginning of time.
It has been a double standard since the beginning of time.
Because men are supposed to run around and have a lot of females. Females are supposed to sit on the steps to keep the legs closed.
At least that's what we was taught.
Yes. That's true.
They be like, oh, he a boy. It's like, he a boy.
Right.
Oh, he just being a boy. Right. I mean, he'll get it later.
From the time you're able to walk, I heard so many females say, I want my son to be bad, running around and all this, but the little girl got to sit up under them and play with Barbie dolls. You know what I'm saying? So that's a mentality that's dripped down through generation to generation. And the generations are growing up.
You're right. They are growing up.
So you only know what you taught. You only know what you see. Correct,
but it's also little girls that y'all playing with. That's you can't say that. That same little girl making mistakes the same way you making mistakes.
Right.
The same little girl that y'all playing with when you doing what you doing, she's a lost little girl too. So I just say I feel like at the end of the day, that's why the body count don't matter. That's why it is what it is. It's how you conduct yourself in the frame that where I meet you at. The man that I met today, that's the way you conducting yourself. That's the way I expect you to conduct yourself. The things that you've done in your past, we both are grown. We both made mistakes. You know, we both hurt. We both handle things differently. I feel like that's where the understanding comes in at. I know that's the way we're taught, but realistically, that's where the problem is. Because there is little girls out here that is fucking up. The same way as little boys out here that's fucking up. And that's why I feel like it is what it is.
Correct.
Where you met me at, I'm not that little girl no more. That's the shit that I learned. I learned from those mistakes. I learned from the same dumb things. You know, I could have 5 baby daddies. I don't have no kids. But I'm just saying, I could have 5 baby daddies. And I made the same mistakes that you made, but I'm looked at differently. It's fucked up. But that's the way our society works. And that's why so many young girls out here that's stressing the hell out. Because we going through the same thing. But you're a black man, I'm a black woman. We struggle the same way, but the way we're taught is the separation. No, we need to work through our issues together. You should be able to understand that black woman because you see, like, damn, her story the same thing like mine.
All right, let me ask you this. Let me cut it right there. Let me cut it right there. Say I take interest in a woman who has, what you say, 5 kids, 5 baby daddies?
Yeah.
I take interest in a woman who has 5 kids, 5 baby daddies. I'm sitting down, I'm telling her, I'm accepting you with 5 kids, 5 baby daddies. No, that's already taboo in itself. Right? But I'm accepting you with that. Right? Now we sit down, we say, are we going to be in a relationship? Right? These are the things I expect from you. You need to let me know what you expect from me. Right? And once we have that contract written up, I don't mean actual contract.
I know what you mean. The agreement. Yeah,
once we have the agreement written up. Now, if she's not honoring her part of the agreement, because a lot of females today now working, they're working with testosterone. They're not working with estrogen. You understand?
I agree.
I know I'm not the only person.
No, I agree.
And
they're not really as feminine as they want.
Feminine.
They don't really take what you say
into consideration.
Into consideration as much as I feel like they should when somebody is accepting you with 5 kids, 5 baby daddies. You understand? Because as a man, if we get with a female with 5 kids, 5 baby daddies,
I love you.
We're accepting that pain, that hurt, and all that too. Because at the end of the day, those kids got to grow up, and you plan on being with this female, being with this lady. You got 5 people at any given time. Listen, you got 5 people you have to feed, clothe, keep a roof over their head, and protect them. Correct? Now you have 5 people that you have to do this for, but any given day, any given time, they can always wake up and say, "You ain't my dad. I ain't gotta wash the tub after I get out the tub. You ain't my dad." You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta take the trash out. You ain't my dad. I ain't gotta wash them dishes. You ain't my dad. I ain't got to vacuum. You know what I'm saying?
So is that why it's okay for y'all to do it? Because the kids normally are with the woman?
No, I'm not saying it's never okay. What I'm saying is it really feasible for a man to take that chance to be with a woman with 5 kids, 5 baby daddies, knowing what the outcome could be at any given time? After you done poured your you know, well, you could be a factory worker and you working overtime trying to take care of these kids, knowing that any given day,
right.
It can go left.
Fuck you, stepdaddy.
Right, it can go left.
Can I elaborate in this a little bit, please? I'm not gonna go into too long, but that is really a risk to take for anybody to go into a situation like that. But if you feel that person is sincere, don't blow the opportunity on somebody that's good because you're looking at the visual too much, or maybe the fact that it could be 5 different men that could be knocking over the door to get their kid. But despite all that, if you got somebody that's solid, somebody that's real good, and you take your time with them, then you can grow. But you can't control what Mike said. You can't control the kid saying, "You're not my dad. Where my dad at?" You know, and that could take a toll and it could pull you probably a little bit away out of the relationship. Like, this is not something that the woman really could particularly fix. Am I lying, Mike?
Yeah, you got one time to I mean that. No, because I just feel like if you take that risk to be this woman with those circumstances, the woman has to be the disciplinarian in the household. Listen, this man is here. He might not be your dad, right? But your dad, if your dad was the person I thought it was, he would be here.
That's true.
You understand?
That's true.
This man is sitting here doing this for you, that for you, that for you. You're not going to talk to him like that.
I don't think I can agree that I don't think they're having those talks in these households.
Right, because I feel like that might be enough.
It's
a lot of women being friends to the children.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
and
the generation we're in now.
Too. I fall a little victim of that. By my kids not being in my household, I feel like when I do get them, when we do get together, I'm also being a friend because I don't want to feel like I'm preaching to them.
You want to enjoy the time that you got.
Yeah, I don't want to feel like and
I go through
right
the
or
same
wrong.
Thing.
Yeah,
I go through the same thing. It's trying to befriend them.
It's a delicate line you got to tiptoe. You know what I'm saying? Because if you only see your kids once a week or on the weekends or something, you know, they're gonna be like, "Well, you ain't around the other 5 days. Like, why you keep preaching to me? You trying to give me all this game from 5 days. You trying to cram it into 2 days and then to turn the kid off."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
you got to tiptoe the line.
It's crazy.
It's free.
It's crazy. But we're gonna take a little quick break, a little intermission, and we're gonna come right back where I'm just saying, because I'm feeling this episode. It's getting more deeper, but we're getting into more of the real life stuff. Stay tuned. We'll be right back at this with Ms. Glam Jones and Mikey Smalls, the Shrewd Businessman. Thank you.